Hello guys, today we will be deleting to, nodes in a single linked list. Okay, now in linked list we can delete any element at any position in constant time. Okay, for traversal it will take n, but traversing to that node it will take n time, and big of n time, and then constant time to delete it. Okay, we don't need to shift the elements. And now there are three logical ways to divide the deletion strategy. First is deletion at the beginning, then deletion in the middle or intermediate position, and then deletion in the end, the last node of the linked list. So let's first see how the node class is defined. This is how the node class is defined. We store data in the data variable, and the address of the next node in the next variable. Okay, this is how we will initialize. New node is equal to node Tesla will be initialized to the data, and now new node dot next, this will store the node 2 node with value 2. Okay, with data 2. Okay, so this is how the linked list will look like. There Tesla, then 2, then null. Now let's proceed with the deletion part. Now how to do deletion in the beginning. Now in order to delete a node at the beginning of the linked list, first we need to pass the head in this function, the head of the linked list. So ptr will point to the head. We initialize ptr as the head of the node. Then head is equal to head dot next. Head goes to the next node, and ptr dot next equals to none. So the previous head node, it becomes the next pointer is initialized to none. Okay, so that by garbage collection it will be deleted from the memory, and then we return the head. Even if there is only single node in this linked list, then also this will hold true. Okay, if only single node is there, then null will be returned by this function. Okay, let's see the diagrammatic representation of this. Suppose there are three nodes. So old link was pointing to this link. Now ptr is a link to this node, and we create ptr points to this node, and head is pointed to head dot next, and then we'll make ptr free ptr. This is C code, but in Python we'll simply do ptr dot next equal to null. Okay, none. If we do ptr dot next equal to none, by garbage collection it will be deleted from the memory. Okay, now let's see how to delete at any given position. Now delete at any position, first we need two parameters, head and the position. And if the position is less than or equal to 1, then delete at the beginning code will run. We should delete the first node from the linked list. Okay, now and return the head. Okay, the below code won't run if position is less than or equal to 1, but if it position is greater than 1, that is 2 or any more higher value than that, then this code will run. So what we are doing over here, we are initializing prev as null, then ptr as head, and pos as 1. Okay, now we will iterate pos up to position, whatever position was given, along with ptr dot next is not null. Okay, this condition also we are checking. Okay, so that it won't reach the ptr value reaches the last node of the linked list. Okay, if ptr reaches the last node of the linked list, then also we will terminate, or ptr reaches the position node, position where we want to delete, then also we will terminate by this condition. Okay, so prev is first we equate prev with ptr, then again ptr is equated with ptr.next, then pose is added with 1, and we keep on iterating this loop unless we reach any of these two conditions. Any of these two conditions is satisfied. Any of these two conditions fails. Okay, we keep on iterating this loop. So that's it. Now once it comes out, suppose this it comes out because of this condition, that position has reached, POS has reached position. Okay, if it comes out due to this, then definitely we have prev. The prev is none. This is not true. This is only true when there is only one node. Okay, when there is only one node and position is a number greater than or equal to 2, and there is only one node, then in that case this will happen. Okay, in that case what will happen? Prev is none, then we'll make head as none and we'll return head. That's it. Means no node will be returned, and whatever previous node head was pointing earlier, that will be freed by garbage collection. Now come back to this. What condition we came out? We came out by this condition. Okay, out of this while loop. So what we'll do? It means prev is defined and ptr is also defined. Okay, then what we'll do? Prev dot next is equal to ptr dot next. Okay, prev dot next is equal to ptr dot next means previous node will point to the next node of ptr, and ptr will be removed, and ptr dot next equal to none. We nullify the value of ptr. Means ptr won't point to any other node, and we return head. Now if this we come out due to this condition, then also similar thing will happen. Prev dot next will point to ptr dot next. Ptr dot next will be none, and we simply do this again one more time. Ptr dot next equal to none. This is not necessary for the if it comes out due to this condition, but still we are doing it because for this condition we have to do it, so that garbage collection happens, and then we'll return head. That's it. It's very simple. If you divide the code and see, if you try to summarize the code in a simple fashion, then you will definitely understand it. It's very simple. Okay, now let's see the diagram. Now we want to remove C. So this prev will reach B, and temp is nothing but ptr variable. So ptr will reach C. Now prev is equal to temp dot next. Okay, prev dot next is equal to temp dot next, that is D, and temp dot next equal to none. That's it. In the last step, that's what we are doing. These two steps, that is being done over here. Okay, so simply we will be able to come out of the loop. So this is important one. Okay, how we are iterating and how we are reaching to that position, that you must understand. That's it. Now how to delete node at the end? Now in order to delete node at the end, again we need the prev variable, the ptr variable. Now ptr dot next is not none. We'll keep on iterating up to this. Now if a similar thing happens, prev becomes ptr, then ptr equal to ptr dot next. The same thing we are doing over here also to reach the last node. Now if only one node is there, then this condition will happen. Prev will remain none, because if only one node is there, then ptr dot next will be none in the first iteration only. Okay, so ptr will be none, prev will be none in that case. Then we make head as none and return head. And if it is not there, if it is not true, then what we will do, we will make prev dot next is equal to none or ptr dot next, whatever, both we can do. Prev dot next we can make ptr dot next, or ptr dot next is none only, so we can directly make it to none. Okay, now prev becomes the last node, and we return the head. That's this is the last node. See the pictorial representation. We reach the second last node, this B. Prev will be pointing to B, and then prev dot next we make null, and that's how we delete it. C will be automatically deleted by garbage collection in Python. Okay, that's it. Now let's see some code examples. Okay, This is the node class. This is how we are inserting the values. Inserting first is inserted first, then one, then QWERTY, then two, then Java, then Python, then none. This is how the linked list will look like. Okay. Now we are printing, for printing function we are passing a pointer, and from that pointer till the last node every data is printed in this fashion. Okay. We are giving a arrow sign to represent next node, and this print is to go to the next line. Okay, now delete at the beginning. This is the code. PTR, I explained you the code earlier also, so just go through it. Okay, now let's run the code. Let's run the code. Delete at the beginning. First we are inserting the data, then we are printing and checking how the data looks, then we are deleting the head, deleting a node from the beginning, and then again we are printing. Okay, let's see how it looks. This is the first one, QWERTY, 2 Java, Python, then first it has been deleted, you can see. Now if we run this code two times, we will just copy and paste and run it 2 times, then what happens? Yes, see, again one is also deleted. Hope you understand it. Now see how to delete at any given position. Okay, this is the code. The position is less than the beginning, then the same code is there, whatever we discussed earlier. This is the code. Now let's run this and see how it goes. From third position we try to delete. Okay. First one, QWERTY, 2 Java and Python. Then at third position was QWERTY, 1, 2, 3. At third position was QWERTY, so QWERTY has been deleted. Okay. Now we try to remove at fifth position. See, Java has been deleted. If we try to delete at 50th position, what will be deleted? Python will be deleted. Okay. Now let's check delete at the last one. Delete at any position, then delete at end position. End position, this is the code. Delete at end position. Hope you understand it. Now let's run it. Let's see. First one, QWERTY, 2 Java, Python. Python has been deleted. If you run it twice, Python and Java both have been deleted. Both the last ones. So that's it, guys. This is all. Let's summarize once more. So deletion can be done in 3 different logical ways: beginning, intermediate, and end. This is how the node class looks. This code is for deletion at the beginning. Diagrammatic representation of the deletion at the beginning, and deletion at any position. This is the code. The diagrammatic representation of deletion of any intermediate position, and deletion at the end. This is the code. This is the diagrammatic representation of this. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.